Hey. Wanted to come on here and talk about something really, really important. And I want to talk about the war of words. Okay. The war of words. And I know we're going to have a few people come on here. Super excited. We're closing in. We've got 6 days left. This is April 9th. We've got 6 days left before the official launch of Believe Nation. Really excited about it. Excited about everything that's happening within Believe Nation right now. And once we get a chance to start interacting with each other, I believe it's going to just absolutely. But yeah, so believenation.com, go to that. If you haven't joined yet, and if you haven't shared this with as many people as possible, I believe that after this live that we do together, after this live that we spend together, this moment that we have together, I believe that you will see the reason to why this is so critical. So I wanted to talk about words. I was just actually on video call with a friend of mine. She actually lives in Nigeria, and she just mentioned to me that she didn't have the worry that most people would have concerning everything that's going on right now. And what she said was that, she's been doing some studying. All right. Now, why is that so important right now? I think in this time, this is an opportunity for you to really start to study. Okay. Really start to study new information. All right. New information that can inspire you, empower you, encourage you to be more than what you are right now. And let me actually rephrase that, to be more of really who you are. All right. To be more of who it is that you are. And she said something else that I thought was pretty powerful. She said that this person is not really who she is. Anything that's happening can't touch what's going on the inside of her. And that's very, very important for you to understand right now. But I want to talk about the power of words. Now, I was thinking about this yesterday, and words are, I want you to write this down. Words are everything. Words are everything. If in your notes, if you're going to take notes watching this, I want you to write down what are some things that wouldn't exist if words didn't exist. Okay. I want you to write down what wouldn't exist in our life right now if words never existed. Think about it. Think about this now, because everything that's created was created from the word. All right. When you look at the very beginning, all right. And it's so clear. I mean, and that's why we always teach that your words are so vital to your life. All right. But people have not made the connection. They have not made the connection that that there's power in their words. I'm actually going to be doing a training tonight for one of my leaders, and the training is called The Power of the Tongue. And, just think about that for a second. All right. Because within Believe Nation, what we're doing is we're building a new nation of people that have a different language. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. And because I always look up the meaning of words. And I looked up the meaning of the word nation. Now watch this. All right. We're building Believe Nation. Now, this is a huge task. This is not something new. It says that it's a large body of people united by a common descent, history, culture, or language. Okay. And you inhabit a particular country or territory. Okay. And that territory, guys, is believenation.com. That land is believenation.com. That is what we're going to occupy. And there's going to be a culture. There's going to be a language. All right. Every culture has a language. And that's what we're building here. And you got to ask yourself, do I want to be a part of that? Do I want to be a part of a culture? Do I want to be part of a language that has to do with the power of believing? Now, I shared this what the meaning of the word believe is. B is to exist. Lieve means to be loved by God. So we're creating a nation of people, a culture, a language of people where it is affirmed to you every single day that you are loved by God. Now, loved by God, and I want you to pay attention to that last part, okay? Pay attention to that last part, loved by God, all right? What wouldn't exist without words? What wouldn't exist without words? This is so critical for you to understand. What would not exist without words, okay? It said that in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, okay? That he created the heaven and the earth, okay? And you say, well, how did he create it? All right, how did he create it? It said that, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. So without God saying something, without him opening his mouth to speak a word, we wouldn't have light. So I want you to write that down. Without words, you wouldn't have light. Okay? So imagine a life without light. Okay? Imagine that. Okay? So he said it first and then he saw it. Okay? Now watch this. It said, this is interesting, that he saw the light, he called it good, and God divided the light from darkness. Okay, so he divided the light from darkness. Okay, called the light day, called the darkness. Okay, the darkness he called night. All right. Now, everything that was created, he said it. So, water. All right. So write that down. Water would not exist without words. So imagine a life without water. Just imagine. You think your words are not powerful. They're so powerful. All right. And I'm going to show you the connection, because you're still probably thinking, well, that's God. God said that. All right. God said, let there be light. God said, let it be water. And God said all that. And that has nothing to do with me. Well, no, that's not true. Okay. It does have a lot to do with you. All right. God said, it said, let the earth bring forth grass. So imagine a world without grass. Imagine a world without grass. Okay, it's so many things. No fruit, no seed. Okay, all right, everything, all right, that he created, all right, it wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for words. Okay, if it wasn't for words. Now watch this. What he did after was, okay, well, he said, let us create man in our own image. So if I create something in my image, all right, in my likeness, that ultimately means that I'm like that person. I'm not that person, but I'm like that person. All right. So if I'm like someone, or if I'm like God, that means that I can also create the way that he creates. So what wouldn't exist today? Because did God create the movies? No, man created that. Did God create Apple? Okay. Did God create IG? Did God create Facebook? Okay. Did God create coffee? Okay. Did God create the clothes that you're wearing right now? No, he didn't. Okay. You did. You did. And when I say you, I'm talking about you as a human, someone who is just like you. Someone who is like God created all these things. Think about what would not exist. Basketball wouldn't exist. Okay? Basketball wouldn't exist. Sports, let me just say sports in total wouldn't exist. Okay? This table that I'm using right now, so furniture wouldn't exist. Okay? Think about this. I mean, nothing. Matter of fact, how about this? You wouldn't exist, because for you to exist, two people had to have a conversation. They had to exchange some words. They didn't just meet and were silent and boom, you showed up. No, some words were definitely exchanged at some point or another. Okay, some words were exchanged for you to actually come about. Now, watch. This is what happened for me. Okay, this is what happened for me. So, loved by God. Okay, loved by God. That's what L-I-E-V-E means. Loved by God. All right. So watch this. All right. Watch this. All right. So then it's interesting. I go Genesis 1. I can go John 1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So basically, when you L-I-E-V-E, what you're saying is I'm loved by Word. Because right here it says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So the Word and God is the same thing. And the Word creates everything. So the light, the water, the grass, the Apple phone, movies, clothes, IG, Facebook, coffee, even though the originator, which is God, did not create Apple phones or IG or Facebook, someone who is like him created those things, which is you. Your world, W-O-R-L-D, world, is created by your W-O-R-D, word. Okay, word. So, and if you doubt this, it said in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then later on it said, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. So John was talking about Jesus there, who is God. Later on, John says that the Word is spirit. So God is spirit. Okay? Listen, you got to get this. Right now, there's a war that's going on, and that war is for your word. That's what's going on. That's the war right now. If you're watching CNN right now, if you're watching Fox News right now, okay, if you're watching and paying attention to all the sickness and all the things that are going wrong right now, I want you to understand that what you're intaking, the words that you're intaking, are going to dictate the words that come out of you. Garbage in, garbage out. And when those words come out of you, because you're a co-creator, because you are like him, you're going to create more of that in your life. Okay? See, this is not a game for me. This is not just want to put something together. No, I am putting my faith. I'm putting my resources on the line to create something, to create a platform where I can literally give this, where it's compulsory for me to give this information and create an environment, create a culture where that's what's talked about and that's what's celebrated, and that's what we're doing here. It is the most powerful achievement platform on the planet. We will have 1 billion people that will be a part of it. We will. Okay? You can decide that, you know what? This is how I'm going to impact the world as well. Because it's not just going to be me that is going